Of course I'm not going to hear. Of course I'm not going to hear. All right. Check, check. 1, 2. Let's see how this sounds. Little much there, but I think we're all right. I'll back off a little bit on this microphone. Oh, but I will turn it down just a little bit. Also, that desktop audio is a little loud, so let's turn that down. Ooh, echo. All right. So, hey, what's going on? Been a bit. I need to. Oh crap! I forgot I had this going on in the background. Hang on, hang on. Everything's fine. I haven't done this in a while. There we go. This. Nope. That's. Nope. How do I get there? This. There it is. All right. Cool. There. Leave that up. Open down there too. Hey, what's up? Actually, I need to send out a tweet because that's what people do. Streamers. Little. Whoops, that's not Lululemon. What the fuck? Oops. As I put this out, really need to get the Stream Deck back up and running. But the way my setup is, I need to get a powered. God damn, I'm white. I really need to get outside and more or something. So like I'm kind of distance away from my computer, so I have to kind of like what's it called? I have a powered USB thing that I need to power on, but it's a pain in the ass to get it out or to use like that. So, anyways, oh yeah, I was actually listening to music, so okay, on my end, that's kind of, I'm gonna turn that down so I can have it in the background. Y'all can enjoy it, but that doesn't look right. I don't remember how to insert this link. Wow, I'm a moron. Huh. Hang on. That's nope, not that. What is it? Hang on, what does the stream title even say? Even check it. Okay, good. It says the right thing. Just need to figure out how to link my channel. Okay, hang on. Hopefully I don't get any feedback or anything from this. Please no. Alright, share. Share to. Give me the link. Copy that. Okay, go away. There we go. Alright. Oh. There we go. Okay, cool. So, yeah, it's just a chill Sunday stream. We're gonna be going over a few things. One big thing is I have reorganized stuff. I used to have all of my games in these like organizers I've gotten rid of because I was tired of it. I ended up getting rid of this bookshelf at some point once I can afford it, but I'm gonna get those what's it called? They're media display storage things, because like this is, you know, these are double stacked. Like I have one game here and then games behind there, so with that, just kind of parlaying off it, one of the things I'm going to be working on is make sure to check out TikTok from going forward a bunch, because I'm going to try to do a thing where I talk about every single game I own. Either like on here, and then from there we'll move to like, I don't know, board games, maybe even comics at some point. I just want to talk about the collection because honestly, I don't have a lot of people to talk about it with. So talk about it with y'all, and we'll see how that goes. So anyways, on to the collectible stuff. First off, you can see a lot of the collectible shit that I have up here. I went through a time where when I didn't when my old car from like high school was paid off and I was still driving it before it died, where had money to spend, so I bought almost all the collectibles. Over there in my kitchen, like above the cabinets, is where all the statues and shit are, which you go back and check where I've done all that. I moved all of my comics over there, my comics and manga, because I figured during the pandemic, why not go full weeb and full nerd? So I've got the trifecta now. Yeah. So, anyways, yep, that's that stuff. But we're here to talk about the shit that I picked up from my parents. So, just a little bit of allow me to encyclopedia brain this for a little bit. One of the things I started doing during the pandemic was getting old consoles to fix and to repair. So start with the GameCube, still not fixed. I'm still working on it, but I really need to get around to it, which y'all have seen. That was one of the last streams I did was. Then I also have a Super Nintendo that I'm still trying to figure out what's wrong with. A Sega Genesis 2, which I pulled apart, put back together, and nothing's wrong with it. And then I got my old crap. I don't have it over. It's over there. I have a fat PS3 that actually my granddad gave me from back in the day, and it's one of the ones that has backward compatibility, so it's actually a pretty sought after item. But it apparently got the yellow light of death, so I need to fix it. Which I can't remember exactly what the problem is with those, but I just haven't taken the time to pull it apart and check it out. But I also got a PS4 that when I was looking at it and started testing it, nothing appeared to be wrong with it. Excuse me. Oh, okay. I'm good. Okay, so then what's it called? That PS4 I got, was checking it out. Got a PS4 controller to make sure that everything was good with it, and turns out it's fine. So it was unresponsive. I got a free, or not free, but I got a heavily discounted PS4 Slim that just now works. So cool. Hopefully what I'm planning to do is a series of playing through all the games I've missed on there, because I never had a PS4, so I missed out on Bloodborne, God of War, Last of Us 2. I have a list of all of them. The Final Fantasy VII remake, which please, but that's another thing. So that's all on that. Part of that console repair was my parents always still had my old consoles. We have not been able to locate mine or my brother's Game Boys, which is really disheartening, because it's like I know those had to be around somewhere. To be fair, both of them did die, so maybe they got thrown away, and that would really be sad. But it is what it is. That's just how things go when you're a kid. Things are just, oh, is this a toy? Just toss it. But so anyways, my mom basically kept all the shit throughout my childhood. Like, we had these giant plastic tubs where everything got thrown into. I'm talking toys, talking that we had a, like, I mean, it was probably like 50 pounds of Legos. Like, it was nuts, like how much Legos and stuff. Those have since been given to, you know, the next generation, my nieces and nephews. So the as well as a lot of the toys, but also she kept all the schoolwork. But good lord, that was a trip going through all that. But luckily they kept a bunch of the other stuff that I had growing up, which included, where's it at? Game Boy games. So I actually don't know whose this is. I don't know if this is mine. Actually, now that I look at the back, it has initials stamped into it. I know whose exactly this is. But you know, we have like, this was the first game my parents ever got me. It's kind of hard to see in this little plastic case. So, but this is Star Wars Empire Strikes Back. This game is so hard. It is so hard. But then my brother, actually, the first game he got was, bam, Tetris Kart. And, oh, there's some yellowing on this I need to clean up. And I'm pretty sure these all still work. Like, they've been in, you know, a tub or whatever, just in an attic, but, or in a garage, but there's never been any, you know, in these little cases, they've never been in any kind of trouble. I also have this Kirby's Dream Land cart, which this was my brother's, but, you know. And also the last one that from my brother that he had, which I played more than he did, but this Super Mario Land 2, I'm sorry. The 6 golden coins. This game was wacky. It was weird, but it's really good. And unfortunately the label's kind of messed up, but, you know. And I know that in this box I have of all my other stuff that there's a Pokemon Blue in there, which is mine. So, those go back there. But I also got like my old like CD cases that had, like, from one, the CD cases that I had from, you know, music growing up, so I could see like everything that I had for the Bible of CDs I had. But I also we found my case for Legend of Dragoon, which I don't remember why I was given this, but Sony actually sent this to me. There was some issue with PlayStation back in the day, like the original PlayStation, where they sent out a mailing thing and said, hey, we're sorry about something or other. I think it was Sony. It might have been a magazine, but I don't remember. And they're like, we'll send you a free game. And free game. So I got Legend of Dragoon from it. They had like a catalog. So fun fact about this is that this never actually held Final Fantasy VIII. I mean, that for me, my friend let me borrow Final Fantasy IX and put it in here. And I mean, I still had 8 later, but I also ended up getting Final Fantasy VII as well, but not in a case. It was just like in a, it was like in a bin at GameStop. But I don't know where that went. Actually, I don't know where any of my PlayStation games went, because like an idiot, I put them on a spindle, like an old CD spindle, and that spindle is lost somewhere. But also got thing that really got me into the racing games, of course, was Gran Turismo, one of the best racing games ever made. So, and then we got, here we go. This is Ribbon. This is a 5 CD set. Remember, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 of the game. Like, the game was that big. All the FMV stuff and challenges you can imagine. It's great. Like, it was a great one. I think I have Mist in this box too, if I recall. I don't remember if I ever showed these off before, but I also have Oni, which is fun because you see Bungie down here. And this was, I believe, coming out just before, if not right after, Halo back in the day. And this game was fun. I vaguely remember it, but it's wild to see, like, you know, the trajectory Bungie has taken after making stuff like this. Then, also, one of my favorite games of all time. And I remember my friend gave this to me because he said his PC couldn't run it or something, or he didn't want it. And yeah, I still have it. It is one of my lifelong goals to somehow see this game get remade. Like, I don't know if I would love to have a hand in it somehow, but it just, we need Soul Reaver back in the world. So, also, like, you can't really see it, but down here, over here, is where all of my PlayStation and my PS2, not PlayStation, but PS2 and PSP cases are. But, yeah. Oh, fun thing also, my granddad was going through stuff the last time my parents were up visiting, and he found his old PS3 games. Like, he's a military, you know, like a vet, so he has like a bunch of military stuff. But he did like, I think he had Killzone, Medal of Honor, a couple other things like that. And yeah, he made and also he had this, which is a trip, an old PS3 remote back in the day. Like, I mean, to be fair, with the, I don't know, you can't really see it, but Spider-Man font and everything. The Tobey Maguire Spider-Man's. When the PS3 came out, it was the most affordable Blu-ray player on the market at like $500, which is absurd. But that's just the way it was back then. Now it's, you know, Blu-ray players are what, everybody has a Blu-ray player. Everything has a Blu-ray player, like $100. It's crazy seeing the growth of it. Excuse me, sorry. One sec. A piece of ice in my mouth. Although I guess I can. Like that? Yeah. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and drop this into a promotional channel for friends. See if they want to check it out at all. Stop it. No, I don't want to. Hang on. That's not the right channel. What the hell? What? My Discord on my phone is broken. We gotta reopen it. There we go. All right, let's go to the promotion. There we go. Okay. Maybe that might prompt some people to show up. I don't know. But anyways. But yeah. It's really cool to see all this stuff again that I was finding, but all right, so let's get into some other wacky things. My granddad is responsible for keeping our gaming spirit alive a lot, but he was really at the forefront of like he had the Sega Master System growing up. Then he gave us that when he got a Sega Genesis. Then my uncle actually gave us our first PlayStation, and then but anytime my granddad would buy something new for the PlayStation, he'd just give it to us, or he bought stuff from garage sales, everything, like random things. And with that, if anybody's old enough here to remember, were the wacky controllers that you got during the PS1, PS2 era, really. I mean, there still are some out there, but not to the level. Like, not to the level. And I'll show you why. So, first things first. And it's kind of stinky because, like, one of the joysticks is broke on this, but I want you to look at this behemoth. Oh my god, this has some shit on the back I gotta clean. Look at this thing. Look at this. This was a PS1 remote. This is a PS1 controller, right? And cool thing is it put the shoulder buttons back here back in the day, so you could actually have this instead of putting them on top. But yeah. You could program stuff and do other things, and I'm still sad that this joystick is broken, but this also, I guess it was, man, it had all these different little switches and stuff on it. It's crazy, but I love, it's just such a different time, you know, stupid things out there, and now we have, you know, different things. So I have a box of basically peripherals and controllers I'm going through. Oh my god, yeah, this thing is dusty as hell. And clean this off a little bit. Is that melted or is that... No, that's gripped. You know what? I want to say I might have used this for some mini games in Final Fantasy VII. Well, old Mad Catz controller. Do turbo, do everything. I mean, god, what a time. What a time. I'll clean these all up. Oh, yeah. Oh, this thing is a busted piece of shit. Yeah. An old remote where you used to have to plug into the things. I'm surprised this one survived. I broke a bunch of these from Need for Speed Most Wanted. But yeah, this thing is this is busted. It's not in great shape. So, this is just going to get tossed, honestly. Good old PlayStation cables. Ooh, this is a Logitech one. This actually still might feel... Yeah, still resistance-wise and pretty good. I don't know where the this Bluetooth is probably radio. They always did radio controls back then, like radio RF controller chips that you just put in the controller slot. But that one's still in good shape. That's a key. At least a good old. Oh my god. Oh boy. Yep. A good old DualShock 2. That is coming apart. Like literally coming up. This is missing screws. Yeah, this is like... This is missing screws. Oh boy. But... Oh man. Oh, why is that stuff sticky? Ugh, gross. But, I mean, that's the first box of stuff. That... Of some cool things. I hope this cable still works. And remember component cables? Component cables were shit, honestly. Oh, that's right. I remember I had to have this like super split for some reason. Because like the video was way long a ways or something like that on a... I think I had the video plugged into the VCR or something and the audio plugged straight in... Or it was the audio plugged into like a surround sound system. That's what it was. Old ferrites, noisy ass cables. Okay, so next, I have a Genesis 1. I actually bought this at a thrift store in my parents' home, in my hometown. Not because I was just like I want to, you know, I saw it and bought it and it was like $5. So I don't know if it works. I still need to go get a. I don't have the right adapter for it. the right this guy. The Genesis 2's is a lot smaller, so I might run out later today and grab that. But yeah, one of these. Crazy because it has the headphone port and everything on the front. Because who doesn't plug their headphones straight into their console? I mean, awesome. I love old stuff like this. My old PS1. This is the first PS1 I ever got. You may be wondering why it has this sticker on it. So, when I got this, the memory card slots did not work. You could not save games. And which is why my uncle gave me this. Doesn't look great on the outside. I don't know if it works. I mean, the button still does. It did end up dying. The motor stopped working, or it stopped reading discs, so I'll have to take it apart and see. This is a lot heavier than I remember, but it does have the I/O port on the back for when I use the Game Shark and stuff on it. And what I'm hoping to do is use a conversion kit to convert it into the to read SD cards. Well, there's a company out there where you can get a thing that plugs in and you can just slap ID or the SD cards in and play, hundreds of games or whatever. That died. I had this one, which of course also needs to be cleaned up. And this one, oh, it does also have the SD thing on the back, but you can see it has no more of the components. They took those out. Yeah, it also has the I/O port on the back. Cool. I did not know that. But I don't remember why this one stopped working. Or if it even did stop working. I'll have to take it apart and see. Or, do my testing, check it out. Also, my old PS2. My original PS2. That I think my brother bought me in 2002? Something like that. Look a little dusty inside. It probably honestly, I was kind of mean to these guys, slap them around a bit. So it probably stopped reading or the motor stopped working. So these things were so cool, expansion bay so you could put it into a hard drive or a network adapter. Like, what a time. So, those are the old anyways. So, the give me a bit. I'm going to move some stuff out of the way over here, and then I'm going to grab the next box of stuff to go through. So, I will be right back. Once I remember how to do all this. That's right. Okay. Okay, so a couple other things I just want to kind of show off. So when I was saying Genesis 1, this is the Genesis Model 2. Same internals, basically. Board is shrunk down, but it played all the same games. Most commonly, I believe this is what you would see them do the Tower of Power with, where they put the Sega CD and the 32X, although the other one is compatible with it. I think you normally would see it with this, but yeah, this is the one I got that was said defective. It works though, so cool. Okay. And then this is actually something I found too that I was very excited about finding. And actually, this was the first thing I ever repaired myself was my PSP. And this was like, God, this thing was so like it back in the day. But the LCD crystal had been cracked on this, and I fixed it. It is, I mean, dead. So I have to just charge it, but it all works. I replaced the battery in it. Everything turns back on, so it's great. It's so crazy because like back in the day, I remember you could not find replacement parts or anything, but now it's everywhere. It's awesome. I love it. So, anyways, box. Okay. So, one of the kind of fun things that not a lot of people know about me, at least in this place or anything, is that I used to collect old cameras. I don't have any of them with me currently because I just don't have the space. But one of the things my grandparents had sent me was this is a project that I never got to do. Essentially, this entire thing is made out of paper. This old camera, and man. And I think it would be a super cool project to do this on stream. So maybe some point I'll do this. Board game that's long in there. All right. Packaging. Found an old. I don't know where this came from. I think it came from college, but it's a Ghostbusters jumpsuit. So hey, I got a Halloween costume now. Found my dirt bags, hacky sacks that I used a lot back in the day when I ordered them specially because they're not like regular hacky sacks, like they weren't cheap ones, so you could like hold it better and stall and do tricks and stuff. So yeah, I've always been a nerd. How many of y'all know what this is? I don't even know if this thing. Old DDR dance pad. It probably doesn't work anymore, but I'm willing to try it, so. I still have. Wait, do I even have? Ah, oh, damn, it's not in there. Really need to find those discs. I don't know who might have them. I don't know if it's my siblings or a friend. A Shadow stuffed animal, because why not? Go over there, Shadow. A yo-yo. My dog is afraid of Shadow. There was a time where yo-yos were all the rage. It says 1999. That's about right. I think I was in... I'm still in elementary. No, because we maybe started moving into middle school. I might have been in 7th. I think I was in 7th or 8th grade when these came back huge. It was these and hacky sacks and then frisbees all came back huge in the early 2000s, like super late 90s. I kid you not. When I found this, I squealed. Like, just full on squealed. Like, I'm so happy that this is still in the condition it is, and I really just need to make sure that it works, because this even might have my old save on it where I had all 151. With that, I wish I had the box that it came in, but of course that didn't stand the test of time. So, but I have the original trainer's guide that came with it. Also in here was this guy, this case, which I have been looking for a while. This was a really cool zombie shooter that was for the PSP. But yeah, PSP had some fun games on it. I think my favorite one on there is probably still Crisis Core. No, the Tactics remake that was on there was really good. But Tactics in general is the best Final Fantasy game released, so you know. Although Patapon was also really good. Here's another throwback. Y'all remember mini discs? Look at this. Look at this stupid thing. Look at it. But yeah, got that. Has some really old stuff on it, which is really cool. So you're in here. Army knife. Because I was a Boy Scout. Nah, whatever. So, what you know about Space Jam? The original soundtrack to Space Jam. This was actually my brother's, but holy crap. What a trip. Copyright. Let's see, where's the date? 1996. Yep. This movie was so insane to kids back then. I mean, just what an insane thing to do. I still haven't seen the next one. I've heard not great things. So one of the things I did have to keep at my parents' apartment, their house, since I don't have room in my apartment, is I read Animorphs back in the day. Like, a lot of them. I think I had maybe 50 of the book. I don't remember if I read all of them or what, but I definitely had a lot. And as part of that, I have this demo for... man, I don't even know. It was just something that Scholastic gave out back in the day. And is this even opened? This doesn't even feel... Yes, it is. Okay. So, yeah. I don't know. Okay. I gotta make room for stacking stuff in places. Figure out how to organize this later. I don't know where the guide is for it, but MechWarrior 4 Vengeance, which I played the absolute hell out of. I think I tried using joystick controls on it, but I didn't. But our computer, for whatever reason, I had trouble getting it to work. So, but yeah, God, this game was it was great. And do not make illegal copies of this disc. I didn't do it of this disc, but that's totally what people would do because there was like nobody could figure out stuff back then. I didn't even realize I had this. Oh my god. Earthlink? I haven't heard that name in so long. Did Computer Gaming World just give out games back then? I don't even remember. I guess they did. Oh no, this is a demo disc. Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. Man. Crazy time. Fun time. Oh. Where is that thing? I have it here somewhere. I had this DJ thing back in the day that I really I don't know if I begged my parents to get, but it's like this peripheral controller to play stuff for like to kind of pseudo do DJ stuff, and this was the software for it. And I had no idea where it was, and now I have it. I doubt it works anymore. So, but I do have the controller, so I was thinking maybe I could somehow hack that controller into being a working thing for playing like Lucio or something. I don't know. I think that'd be cool. Remember I showed off Riven? Well, I better show off the first one. Myst 93, right? Yep. So, Myst was one of my first... God, I don't want to say gaming experience. I mean, once we finally got a computer that could run stuff like it, like, I guess Windows, maybe Windows 95. And playing this game was, I have some good memories of playing this along with my dad. Yeah, look at it. Look at what it says here. For 256 colors Windows. Because back in the day, didn't have it. But now there's a remake out there that's really good. And you want to see a really weird, strange part of history, a first-person point-and-click adventure game. It's there. Along with that, let me see. I can find all of these at once. There they are. So we got a at some point during the years, I got a 3-pack, a triple pack for You Don't Know Jack. You Don't Know Jack is a trivia game. A lot of people know them now for the Jackbox party packs, which are fantastic party games. But this is kind of where they originated, was these trivia games of different, television, sports, and movies. And yeah, it's fun, like looking back and seeing the originals and seeing how far that they've gone with that concept. Honestly, before Jackbox Party Pack came out, I had no idea they were even still around. And I love seeing everybody loves a comeback story, you know? So, another game. Oh my god, I forgot they did the K to A stuff. Yeah. Sim Earth, which I don't remember if it's the first Maxis game. I think SimCity was the first Maxis game. One of these was. But yeah, I definitely ruined some planets with that. Ruined some Earths. So, this is a point-and-click educational game all about aeroplanes. It was fun. Growing up, I was really fascinated with the Air Force and other stuff like, jets and fighter stuff, because of course you are. You're a kid. You love planes. They're awesome. So, like, this was a really cool thing. I don't remember where we got this from. I honestly cannot recall where this came from, but once it came into our lives, there's probably a website out there now that has this all cached or something that you could just play it on, but it was fun. Here you go. So, WWE Raw. I was big into wrestling games. I have a bunch of wrestling games still down there too. The coolest thing about this, about Raw, was that you could import your own music. It was the first one to let you put your own music in, at like custom music as entrances. And so I remember my best friend had it on the Xbox when it came out. And then I ended up getting it on PC when I saw it for sale at probably like Walmart or something. And it was, yeah, so bought it up, snapped it up, played the hell out of it, put a bunch of different stuff in there. Yeah, it was a great time. And it's really cool seeing so with AEW, that new game coming out, and THQ and Yuke's working on that. I mean, this was them, like seeing that morph into that THQ logo during their trailer was like, oh my God. I don't know where the rest of this is, and it kind of disheartens me because it's empty. But this was the first Battlefield, or not the first Battlefield. Maybe it was the first Battlefield. Battlefield 1942. And this was the expansion, The Road to Rome. And I don't know where these discs are, and that makes me sad. But I at least have the case to say I know I have this somewhere. Now you can tell where everybody was. A certain time during what was it, like 2004, maybe 2003. World of Warcraft Trial. It says 7 million back then. That's like a quarter of what it became. Like it's just cool seeing this as a part of history. Like that's kind of why I kept it. I mean, I kept it because I didn't know I had it, but I'm keeping it now because it's a part of history that we all often forget about, of like just trial edition DVD or CD trial editions of games. Now you can just go on and download everything, but this was how it was back in the day. There was no reliable online as much as it wasn't as widespread or adopted as it is now. Also, what you know about the fucking 1998 Godzilla soundtrack with Puff Daddy's Come With Me on there, and oh my God, looking at some of these names. Ben Folds 5 Days of the New, Fuel, fucking hell. Oh yeah, the Godzilla remix of Brain Stew by Green Day. Oh boy, that's a time. That's a time. The movie sucked. It was always raining. Why is it so wet there? Okay, hang on. I gotta get some water. So, also back in the day, played what was that? Oh, so back in the day, there was a game that I played at my cousin's that I thought was really cool. It was a car combat racing game, and it had, FMV was its whole stuff, but it was called Mega Race. Now, you saying, why does this look so shitty? Well, because this is when you could start copying stuff, and my dad had a copier at his work and would basically just go and copy games for us. Now, the funny thing is that this is literally just a piece of paper with the old Mega Race logo on it, or the Mega Race CD, printed on it. So it bootleg, off-brand, whatever, but we didn't have to worry about it back in the day. We're just like, we have games, we can copy them and share them, just like music. So we did. Yeah. So I have no idea if that still works. Probably doesn't, but you never know. The fuck is that? Oh my God. All right. Also, when The Sims came out, everything changed. Like, this ruled my life. Absolutely ruled my life. Such a cool experience. And now, was it Sims 4 that we're on now? But man, just the nostalgia. This is just a copied CD of a artist called Bass Mechanic, so I didn't know it was in there. Cool. All right, so that's all the discs and stuff, but give me a second here. Drumsticks, more drumsticks. And my practice drum pad. So, I don't know where, and I don't have. Well, let me step back. I don't have the box for it, of course, and I'm missing the Game Boy itself. But I do have my original Game Boy manual, so or consumer information or whatever this is. So, one of the inserts that came with the Game Boy when it was gotten, which stands as the only console my parents ever bought any of us. Like all of other stuff was handed to us until we were able to buy it ourselves. Which it's kind of wild with how involved I am with video games. Like everybody else was trying to get me into video games except for my parents. They were like, no. But now they gave up. I mean, I always had stuff anyways. This is the insert for Empire Strikes Back. So for that one I showed off earlier, which is, you know, these are things that people just throw away all the time for other consumer electronics, but for like manuals back in the day and stuff, it's just wild seeing games came with these. Like normally this is something you'd see by buying like a cable or some shit or like a power tool. But yeah, like everything used to come with that. I think my brother has all of our family's Genesis games that we had growing up, which this was one of them. Lethal Enforcers was a light gun game. It had a blue gun that it came with, but it was all FMV style, so very arcade. But I still have the book for it, which I think is cool. And also, of course, because I was a kid in 1996, Return of the Squirtle Squad. What you know about the Squirtle Squad? Oh man. So also this, yeah. Now we're getting into some other stuff. What? The Squirrel Squad? Tell me you had this one too. Yeah, man. I did the same thing when I first found it. I was like, oh my god, I have that. I'm gonna turn my fan on. Hopefully it doesn't get too loud or anything. Hell yeah. That's what I'm about. Dude, yeah, it's every, like, going through all this stuff, it was, for the first time in so many years, was like, oh, wow, I forgot. Like, you know, check these out. Pocket Powers. If you remember these at all, or these were, God, all it is Prima, these are code books. Like, these have like little tips and tricks and passwords and other stuff that people would just compile and put together. And it's like, oh man. And I love that they brand it as unauthorized. Like, yo man, it's cool to be a cheater, yo. Which that's how the kind of it felt back then, I guess. Hackers hack the planet. Some of the earliest websites I visited back in the day were was it like Cheat Code Central and GameFAQs, of course. But man, of course you couldn't do that a lot of time, so you ended up having to just get the strategy guide. And I don't have the box for it anymore, but it was the battle chest for Diablo 2. Which included Diablo 2's expansion pack, which was Baal Lords of Shadow. I think I have it in here, actually. Or Lords of Shadow. Lord of Destruction. Used to run to my friend's house to use them because my people wouldn't. Yeah, same. Yeah, my, oh, man. I don't know how like Diablo 2 I bought on my own when it was like when I think I was in college when I got it on my own. But like there were some games that I totally just go play at my friend's house, or even like I convinced my parents to buy me Max Payne, and I don't think they ever knew what that was about. It's actually I think it was no, I did actually have some mods for Duke Nukem 3D back in the day. That was the first game I ever truly like got into modding for. Not like doing the mods myself, but like downloading and putting mods on there and stuff. Putting them on a floppy drive and then sticking them and then having to transfer to a computer to use. Yeah. Now we're into so I was subscribed to one of the few subscriptions that my parents got me back in the day was a subscription to this thing called Expert Gamer, and I still have all of these magazines. So here's an Expert Gamer from, oh man, I'm trying to cover up my address, my parents' address on here, but don't worry about it. When was this from? November of 2000. Dino Crisis 2, baby. I need to get a marker and just mark through all of this. But yeah. New tricks about Perfect Dark, Turok 3, Game Breaker, SSX, Tekken Tag, Ridge Racer. God, I mean, just like this was what it was back in the day. Yeah. Same though. I used to go, that's where I would go every time I'd go to the store. I'd go to the magazine section and be reading these or something else. So Expert Gamer eventually changed its name to Game Now before it closed its doors. So this was for March 2002 Game Now. And man. Yep. Another one for I don't even know what DBZ game that's about. They're talking about a GameCube Final Fantasy in here. And I don't even know what that would have been. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 on that one. Luigi's Mansion. God. Oh, here we go. Here's a good old one. Fucking Mario Party 2. See, they've just been in a bin this whole time. These are not like even all of them. I have a whole like back here behind me, like on this shelf down here, I have more of them that are all just stacked up. That's I feel it's so much nostalgia. I'm so happy that I kept these. Like these easily could have gotten thrown away. Yeah. Well, that's the first time anybody said that. Thanks. Thanks. Woo. Oh, blowing smoke at me. Dude, check this out. Super Smash Bros. Melee. God. Some of them are really fraying around the edges. This one's not in great condition at all. This old oh man, I read the shit out of this one so much. I don't even know where the thing is on this one, but God, was this even like one of the first? No, January 2001. Has an ad for Skies of Arcadia in it. Shinmu, Majora's Mask. Woo! This one I lost the cover for, but this was Game Pros from 1998, and I read this one so much because I remember it had in the Game of the Year, and their Games of the Year were this has like the South Park 64 game on it. Yeah, unfortunately this one's been a little worse for wear, but I do have it. Here's one from July 2001 with Quake 3 Red Faction. Like, wow. Oh yeah. Right? I played it emulated on a it was not great, but yeah, it was a weird one. That South Park 64 game was weird. Then yeah, was it Harry Potter, more tricky, Final Fantasy X. This was right when the first stuff was like starting to come out and other shit. Then oh yeah, this one I used to get me through Code Veronica. Front Mission 3. Dude, the price of this magazine was $5. Like, what a different time. Now these magazines are probably like $15 or something like that. I don't know. I don't buy magazines. Who buys magazines anymore? Do they even make magazines? What I gotta do is show the Metal Gear Solid one. Hang on. So, here was game now when Mario Sunshine came out. You know what? I think I have that one, but down here. Give me a second. Another Diablo strategy guide. So I guess I have 2 of these. So cool. Here's God. Lord of the Rings, Two Towers, Vice City. Like, look at all this stuff. Like, okay. 1 second. I'm gonna find it just for you. You know, those are all just the Game Informers that I have down there. That I had subscribed to. That I think whenever I had my GameStop Pro, whatever, that I was getting. I thought I had it. Because I definitely remember using that thing. Like, using the strategy guide in it. It could very well be somewhere else in here. I thought I packed away all my magazines, but... Anyways, this has seen a lot better days, but this is the Parasite Eve strategy guide, which, please bring back Parasite Eve. Oh my god, dude, I don't remember. I do not remember that in the slightest. I just remember, like, I think it was just Pro, you know, or whatever, GameStop. I don't know, they had weird stuff. Then, fucking Wind Waker. Even better is down here. You see this one down here. Motherfucking Def Jam Vendetta. God, we need another Def Jam game. Def Jam Vendetta was so fucking cool. Both Def Jam games were awesome. I never played that other one. Fuck yeah, bring back Def Jam. Oh, from what I showed off earlier, like this comes some more like super nerdy shit, but here's the Sims manual. Like, look at it. Look at how thick this thing is. Like, it's ridiculous. Also, a cool thing is I have a instruction manual for original PlayStation that apparently we've had since I bought a PlayStation. I had to buy another one like in 98, I want to say 99 maybe. A Metallica book because I play guitar, so. Then I remember this one vividly. The Sims it was yeah. I remember this one vividly. This EGM, this orange EGM, about September 9999, about the Dreamcast. What a time! What a time to be alive. God, I remember. Then this is a series that needs to be brought back, but Konami just refuses to do anything and just lets shit sit in nothing. It's right there. It's right there. It's right here. Or no, it's not Konami. It's Capcom. Capcom. This. Bring this back. Where is it? Where is this? Bring it back. And then one more EGM for about Guitar Hero 2 from back in the day. I don't know where that, honestly, I think I have more of these somewhere. But no, because I looked through those tubs and I didn't see anything. So, but I do vividly remember that, that that expert gamer with Metal Gear Solid on it. Like, I explicitly remember that specific one. So where it's at, I don't know. But, you know, this is pretty much what I got. This is all the stuff I got from my parents for the last, over the last couple of months or so. There's still more there. I don't have enough room for it. I barely have enough room for any of this now. I got to figure out where to stash all this. It's going to require a lot of moving stuff around. But yeah, that this has been a really fun nostalgia trip. I got to clean up a lot of this stuff. You know, a lot of stuff is kind of gnarly. But I think the crown jewel is this. Like, it has to be this. Like, if I just had this in a box, like, if I just had this in the original box and everything with, I have the original manual for it too, but I think, and I don't know where my Game Boy is, but if I can find, I just need to get like a Game Boy reader or something for this, and if this works and still has my save on it, I mean, shit, it would be a save I haven't looked at in, fuck me, like 22 years? Something like that? Yeah, dude, trainer manual. Yeah. So now I just got to figure out where to put everything. Which is going to be another trip. Yeah, man, my mom just never throws stuff away, and she never threw, like I had like all of my what's it called? My schoolwork, and it was like going through all that stuff. I found an old poster that I did, and I did like a survey, and it was asking people which console they were most excited about. I had no recollection of asking people about being excited about the Nintendo Dolphin. And the Dolphin is what became the GameCube. The only reason I could have known about that is by reading these magazines. Like, And I made a whole like poster board and like charts and breakdowns of stuff, and like nobody was excited about it then. And even though it became such a awesome thing in the future, like, but yeah, I just got to figure out how to organize and display everything is the problem. That I'm gonna take some alcohol too, or something. That is grossy. I don't know what got spilled on that. Also, this wasn't mine, so. Oh shit! I forgot I stuck that in there. Oh my god, dude. Here's an incredible throwback. I totally forgot I put this in here. So, one is a PlayStation 2 holiday guide. But it also there's on the flip side was PlayStation 1. But I have a park mapping guide from Fiesta, Texas in 1999. Like, wow. Like, when I look at this and the amount of stuff that's changed, it's wild. Wild. Honestly, I'm probably gonna give this to someone I'm gonna try to send this to someone because I kind of don't want to hold on to it, and I know that there's out there that needs this a lot or would love this a lot more than me. So, yeah, it's that's another thing. I totally forgot I had that. So that's going back inside one of these books. But yeah, that's yeah, it's funny because it's like, yeah, I just remember going at those and throwing those away. Like there's so many of them, like nobody cared about them. Excuse me, box. I need you to get out of the way. But like looking back on it, it's like, holy shit. I probably could sell it, honestly, but I think, right? Like, I'm trying to like, but I think that it would be better as a I'm all about preservation. You know, I always want to be about preserving stuff for the future and showing off things that used to exist that people don't even think about anymore and everything. But yeah, that outside of those, like some other cool stuff that I had found that I forgot I had was a StarCraft battle chest, which, you know, got everything. And from the original StarCraft battle chest, I mean, I played so much of this, man. Do it. It's a trip, especially when you can just start bringing like back those kind of childhood memories of. No, I mean, don't get me wrong, not everything is good, but it's like it just kind of brings back that feeling of being a kid and being excited about shit, you know, where it's not as much cynicism and of stuff. Like it just kind of brings back that feeling of, oh yeah. But yeah, that's basically it. I'm gonna try to. What I'm gonna do is actually after this, I'm gonna do hopefully a TikTok trend of making things about each one of the games that I own back there, and yeah, after that, I don't know, do something. But gotta repair my old PlayStations and PS2 that I got. I think first I'm gonna run out and get a supply. Yeah, I might have to do something like that. I don't know what to like. The problem is, like, you know, I've been on here for a little over an hour, so I mean, I guess I can make a video for each thing, each piece of memorabilia, which, you know, could work, but we'll see. But yeah, I need to get an AV, Yeah, an AV adapter for my Genesis that I need to fix. Or I need to test first. I need to test to make sure it even works, so. Yeah, man. First thing I'm gonna do is because I have like this bookshelf back here. These are double stacked. Like there's a game and then a game behind it, you know? Like I have to, so I have a lot to go through. I think I don't know if it's like 400 physical games or something like that. But I like, hey, I'm a collector. So, God, I just need more space. I don't have enough. I don't have enough in here. And hopefully, once I get, a little more money or get a bigger place, I can actually space this out and get the actual media storage that it needs. Like the thinner ones that are more akin to, I don't know if you can see it, this thing over here. Yeah, you can't really see it, but it's like a small DVD kind of shelf. So, but yeah, that about does it. I'm gonna go clean up some of these things. I'm gonna go do that TikTok on that, and then yeah, man, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. I love, yeah, I just, there was a time in like the 2000, or it was like when I went to college and stuff, and it was like, hey man, where do I find PlayStation 2 games? And nobody sold them. Like it was like few and far between about finding where a game I wanted to play was. It was like, what about a PS1 game? It's like, oh, nobody sells them anymore. They're gone. Like, well, but I want, and so I got into this habit of when the 360 came out of buying physical games because I didn't know whether or not I was going to ever be able to play them again. Now, of course, in today's digital marketplace where a lot of this stuff has been digitized and you could get it online, it's a different environment, but it's also just something different of like, I can preserve this. Like I can hold on to this and show it off and like have my own little kind of history corner of the gaming industry. So, but anywho, again, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. And I am going to do some TikTok stuff and then probably play Warframe because I love Warframe. So, anyways, thanks, man. Appreciate it. All right. Peace.